Hey, we have made it. It is finals time. At least for the draft pool. So this is finals of Division Sacred Ash. Grand finals to be played later. But this is finals. Big deal time. We're playing against somebody who has an undefeated season. Terrifying. We are playing Depav. Depiv. Depave? I don't know. They have got just whatever you're thinking of that's like the worst thing you could see in a draft matchup. It's probably not worse than that, but it probably is that. We're looking at pretty much an actual VGC team. We've got Fluttermane, Single Strike Urshifu, Hisuian Arcanine, Suicune's, it's had a decent VGC pass. Yeah, Dragonite, Vivian, which doesn't seem as scary as it is, but but it's so scary. You got Gothitelle with Shadow Tag, and then 3 Goobers in the back. But the top 6 could come, or well, I guess top 7. I mean, maybe Vivian doesn't come. I don't know. The top 6 could come, and we'd probably still lose. So this is gonna be just ridiculously tough. Like, there's practically no prep that needs to go into this for them, and a crap ton of it that needs to go into this for me. So, wish me luck, thoughts and prayers, and I'll see y'all out there. Good game, slap on the butt. Maybe not that last part, but let's get out of here. Yeah, this week we're playing just a regular VGC team with a put together draft team. Yeah, just a few things of note here. That they have multiple forms of speed control through Icy Wind, Trick Room, Tailwind, Thunder Wave, all that. Of course, they don't have like priority on any of it, but that's still a lot to deal with. Fluttermane and Urshifu are both good into all of my top threats, like Goldango, Cresselia, Hydreigon, Murkrow, Hisuian Zoroark. Those are my top 5 tiered Mons, and every single one of them is either weak to Dart, Ghost, or both. Or Fairy, or Fighting. Like, just between those two, they just annihilate my whole team. Not even talking about, like, the bottom ones, which they don't do bad into either. Suicune. I have no grass types and I have no electric types. So, I've kind of been having to deal with Terra Water and bulky waters like Milotic this whole time. But Suicune's going to be like a whole nother level. They have 3 Mons with extreme speed. Now, I do have a lot of Steel and Ghost on my team, so there is that. But there's a lot of it. So even if I do get a Tailwind up, not guaranteed that's going to do anything. And then they've got Sucker Punch for priority. So, Sucker Punch for another form of priority, I should say. So I don't know. It doesn't feel very good. We'll see what happens. Yeah. So, Goldango. I wanted to make it just try to survive at least a single hit. I give it a Citrus Berry, so hopefully it'll survive more than just the one hit. But I just need it to do something before it gets taken out on the field. After Terra, I should be able to eat a Wicked Blow, even from Adamant, Choice Band, or Urshifu. Now, there are rolls that kill, but I've tried to mitigate it as much as I can. And then Shadow Ball after I Terra should just barely do over half theoretically. So hopefully that'll activate my Citrus Berry and I can live whatever other hit comes. In theory. Let's see. I gave it Thunderbolt and a good amount of special attack to try to do well into the Suicune. It still doesn't really do like all that much if it's very specially defensive. I don't know like which defensive side they're going to lean into more, but if it's very specially defensive, it's like a 3-hit KO still. But it's something. It's about all I could think of. Whatever. And there's no way to outspeed Flutter Mane under Tailwind if it's booster speed with Goldango, even if I made it timid max speed. So it's just not going to work out for that. It's just something I'll have to keep in mind. And I can outspeed like a modest Scarf if it's speed creeping Zoroark. I made it like hyper specific, but I really didn't have any other options because I'm not going to be able to outspeed Choice Scarf Flutter Mane even under Tailwind. And I needed a decent amount of bulk and a good amount of attack or special attack, so that was the best I could think of. Let's see, Murkrow. Obviously gave it Tailwind. Give it U-turn to have decent pivot. Drill Peck actually does good damage into Urshifu. And I was really debating on the fourth move. And with Rain Dance, I also considered like Quash, Haze, Thunder Wave, but Thunder Wave seemed redundant when I already had Tailwind. But it could have, you know, gave me another out if I needed it. So we'll see if I regret not having any of those moves. But the Rain Dance will weaken like Arcanine's Flare Blitz while also boosting up my Azumarill's water type moves. So seemed like a good thing to have. I gave it Terra Poison to resist fighting and to resist Fairy. Yeah. If Flutter Mane is like specs with Dazzling Gleam, that'll also kill Murkrow. Pre-Terra. Like obviously a Moonblast will, but I really didn't want it to have like a bad roll into Dazzling Gleam, but I don't think I can help it. This is as survivable as I could make it. Then Tinkaton. I went Assault Vest to have a better matchup into Flutter Mane. Have a better matchup into Flutter Mane. I also went Terra Fairy, which, like, yes, I want more damage on my play roughs, but also, like, it gets rid of my, neutrality into fighting, which is really important because Urshifu slaps it without it. It also gets rid of my my fire weakness. I give it Feint. Like, I already had Fake Out, Gigaton Hammer, and Play Rough on here, but whenever I decided to make it Assault Vest, I was like, well, Feint's the only, like, coverage move I really feel like I need with any of these. Just let me break, like, a Protect. Like, if they're thinking, you know, I'll Fake Out for sure, then maybe they'll Protect, and I'll be able to get a Feint off. Of course, I'm Mold Breaker, so Zoroark can't really hide as Tinkaton. But it also means that I can Fake Out Dragonite even if it is Inner Focus, and I can Play Rough for huge damage even if it's Multiscale. I did consider Ice Hammer, but I don't think it's very good. And like anything but the Dragonite, so. Let's see. Speed crept Arcanine, so I should be faster than everything but the Urshifu and the Fluttermane. Unless Urshifu's Adamant, which I feel like it probably will be. I can outspeed Adamant Urshifu. So we'll see. Then I got Zoroark. It's just min-maxed with a Focus Sash. Max speed, max special attack. I also give it a negative split F nature so I can keep my attack. Because Shadow Sneak does like 50% to Fluttermane if it doesn't Terra. Which I think is pretty valuable. If I had a lower attack nature, it'd be a roll for 50%. So I just decided, screw it, I'm already Focus Sashed anyway. Alright, I really focused in on like the main 3 up there. Like their roles and everything. The others, like I have builds for and everything, it's just a lot less specific. Tauros is supposed to be able to outspeed Adamant Urshifu. But then I put like everything else into attack and I was just kind of left with not a lot of points left over. So I dropped, originally I was going to have my Tauros outspeed Timid Urshifu and max its attack, but then I was left with like nothing, so now it outspeeds Adamant Urshifu. I gave it a ton of defense to try to take Arcanine's hits as well as possible, because I feel like if they're bringing Arcanine, it's either going to be Clear Amulet or it's going to be Banded. So I figured I'd go ahead and take that into account, and then I put the rest into attack. Terra Steel for the Fluttermane. Plus it'll boost my Iron Heads, which I don't think will be all that important, but it could be, I guess. And then Azumarill. It's just max attack Adamant. Enough speed, outspeed. I want to say Adamant Urshifu, Undertale Wind. It might be Timid Urshifu. I don't remember. And then the rest, I mostly throw into defense, a little bit of HP and a little bit of Speed F. Mostly just because I needed it to hit, or to take hits from Urshifu and Arcanine. They have a Gothitelle, but I don't feel like it makes a lot of sense to bring it. I have 2 Pokemon that are naturally just immune to Fake Out. I have 4 Pokemon that take like resisted or are immune to Psychic. I have 2 Pokemon that are completely immune to Shadow Tag. I have several Pokemon with pivot moves. I just don't feel like it makes a lot of sense here. Competitive wouldn't be the worst, but I just don't think it makes a lot of sense to bring it, so. And even if they do, I think I have enough to handle it, even if it does come, but that's one mon that I do not expect to see at all. Which makes me wonder what their, like, final Pokemon's gonna be. Like, I can for sure see, like, Arcanine, Dragonite, Suicune, Urshifu, Fluttermane. I don't know what the 6th mon would be necessarily. So that'll be interesting to find out. Oh, that's the first time I have not been in slot number 1. That's interesting. I don't know what that means for me. Okay, so Dragonite didn't come. Instead we have Torterra and Gothitelle. Okay. What is their lead? What is my lead? Let's try this. Like I have modes in mind and everything, like, you know, the one I just did, which is Golingo and Zoroark, but it's hard to determine which one I want win, because I feel like they're all decent and they're all bad all at the same time. Okay. I'm pretty fine with this. No protect. Okay, so it is pretty spit F heavy, yeah. I got burnt. It's not very nice. There's the trick room. Okay. Okay, I was worried about like a heal pulse coming out, but this is sort of fine. Okay, I get critical hit, that's awesome. I really was not expecting, like, a huge emphasis on the trick room here. Really don't like my, my zoom reel, I guess. I'm not done. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot that I couldn't switch out. Oh, well, I lived anyway. Epic, dude. I am still out these trick room terms, though. Last turn of Trick Room. I think Drill Peck kills from there? Yes, 100%. After what we just saw. And I just protect. Did not realize I got white guard. I do kind of wish I had taunt now. But you know. What are you gonna do? Okay. Well, I hate that. Well, let's try it. It's worth a shot. I don't have a ton of speed investment, but I probably have more than a Trick Room Arcanine, so. Okay. Well, as long as I don't flinch. Sick. Oh. I don't really like that. Just gonna protect. So this is adamant, it for sure kills me. Ah, man. Yeah. Okay. Pretty sick. So excited for this again. What do I want here? These two? That makes sense. I hope so. I could also just lead with this. I don't know. I don't know. I'm completely thrown, clearly. Yep, and there we go with the flutter main. Yeah. Alright. It is special attack boosting though. Oh, that's good to know. If it protects, it protects. I just kind of have to go for it. Ugh. Getting read like a freaking book right now. What? It's Water Terra. Okay. That's incredible. Incredibly bad. Actually. I do live. Not by much. Okay. I don't have any form of speed control. Isn't that fun? Yeah, I don't think I win this. What can you say? You pair somebody against a Flutter main Urshifu team, and then they over prep for Flutter main and Urshifu. See how it goes. brought the wrong Pokemon, honestly. I should have had different Pokemon. Nice. I got one. Ooh, and the burn. That's not good. I really don't have much commentary here. I'm just kind of struggling through this. That's not good. That's definitely not good. Oh, well, that's a loss. Sure. Good damage, at least. Okay, so here's how I went. I protect here. They don't set up Trick Room. And I critical hit the Arcanine. Alright, you ready? Now they did it? Okay. Yep. Because I mean, there was no way around the Arcanine Flare Blitz. Yeah, I mean, they just absolutely dog walked me on that one. I'll try to live that, but I'm not gonna live this. GG. Sorry, that was really just disappointing. It was really it was kind of boring for me because there wasn't really anything I could do the whole time.